Good afternoon. I'm Ben Brumball. I'm the service manager here at the shop here at Garner, and starting to get cold out, so we wanted to go over some things here from the shop point of view, what we need to start going over just to get ready for the winter time. Unfortunately, it's getting cold already. We're not looking forward to it, but we're gonna have to deal with it, so we're gonna try to do it best we can to keep everybody safe and prepared for the cold out on the road. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you always have a good warm blanket other than the blankets that you have already in the truck. Just an extra safety precaution if something happens. You have that extra warmth, and make sure you have a good winter jacket and also a stocking hat and gloves. Anything to keep yourself warm and ready to go for the winter time. Some other things to keep in the truck also is some canned food goods to make sure just in case you get stranded out on the road. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but just in case, you can have some food there with you more than you normally would. Another thing to have in the truck to keep with you at times would be some kitty litter or some salt and a small shovel, just in case you have to get somewhere to get out of a dock that you get your tires spinning. You can put that underneath or dig some snow out from underneath your tires to get you moving, to hopefully save you from waiting on a tow truck, but still at the same time we got to be safe on top of that so you don't get hurt yourself. Alright, another thing in preparation for winter, you want to make sure your bunk heater's working as good as it needs to be to keep you warm. Another thing to keep that is you should cycle that heater once a month, even though if it's 90 degrees out. If you're going inside to the truck stop for the night or something like that to get a shower or dinner or whatever, it's good to make a good habit of cycling your bunk heater once a month for a good half an hour or so, just to keep the fuel burning through that heater so it doesn't get gunked up and get a whole bunch of corrosion in the chamber where it burns to make the heat. So it's a good thing to cycle that heater for half an hour at least once a month. Alrighty, another thing you want to do on the daily, other than your pre-trip and post-trip that you already should be doing, you should be draining your air tanks just to make sure that you don't get any liquid in your air system and your air system doesn't freeze up, causing you not to have any brakes. So how to do that, you pull this panel down here, and then right down here is an instruction how to do it. There's going to be 2 pins. You'll see that they're yellow marked, and there'll be cotter pins down here, one on each side, and you pull back to get to your air tank access. So on the back here, there's one pull chain right here. You pull that, and then your other pull chain is up here at the front. There will be 2 of them. You just want to make sure you pull it. Sometimes they can get frozen up for where they haven't been pulled, like this one. And if that happens, give us a call at the shop and we can get that unfrozen for you. It doesn't take too long, just a little bit of hammer on a tap on it. Then to secure it back up, you want to push it back. Make sure your yellow tabs are pushed down. Take your cotter keys, like so. Put them back in the same position where they were, just to lock them in place. And then you just put your panel up, and what you want to do is give it a good shake just to make sure your steps are locked in. So when you go to step up, you don't fall or injure yourself, and you want to make sure they're locked in on your steps. Another thing you would want to do for the winter time is when there's snow buildup on your lights. On the new LEDs, since they're not as much heat coming off your lights, you want to make sure you wipe them off with a glove or a rag or whatever you have available to you. Same with your headlights. Since there won't be enough heat, sometimes it will not melt off the snow off your headlight lenses. And you want to do the same thing with your brake lights, your tail lights, any light that's reachable from standing on the ground. You'll want to make sure it's clear of snow or debris build up on the trailer or the light itself.